Welcome to this video, and this will be the first in a series of Excel videos. As you know, Excel is a data entry and data analysis tool. So our lessons at this stage will take some approach, some very practical approach, and then we'll be dealing with numbers. But don't be afraid. So to open an Excel, just like the same way, you can search for it. You can go to the start menu and search for it. Of course, I've already been doing that one. You can just press by Excel here because I already have it installed, and then of course I can click open. But as I've always been doing it, so I will click for my taskbar because I've already pinned it to the taskbar. So it's from there that I'll be opening Excel. And when it's fully open, of course, we'll discuss the user interface, the ribbon, the worksheet, and the footer, just as usual. So it's opening, it's loading. Because I have some extensions, just trying to load them. So they are fully open. It's like any office productivity tool. There are templates that we could use. I can go online and download more templates. But here, I just want to start with a blank workbook. So I'm starting with a blank workbook. So it has opened and we have the blank workbook. So we'll see the ribbon, we'll see the quick access bar, we'll see the ribbon. Normally, and say we have the file, the home, the insert, of course, we have the page layout now. Then we have these peculiar ones, formulas, data. So it's only the formulas and the data that make this one so peculiar. Of course, we have the review, the view, and the developer tab. We have our group of functionalities, the clipboard, the font, the alignment, numbers, styles, text, and editing. And if I open insert, there will be many options for me to see there. Then, of course, I have the page layout where I could take page numbers. I have the formula, everything there. So we have the function library, the define name, the formula auditing, the calculation, and then I have data where I could actually do things like get and transform group, the get external data group, the connections, the sort and filter, the data tools, forecast and analyze. And then of course I have the review, the view, the developer, the help, and then tell me what you want to do. Of course, I could double click the tab to remove the tab so that to remove all those groups so that it's only the tab and then the work area. So apart from the ribbon, then we have the work area, which is called worksheet. So Excel is actually like a workbook, and this workbook contains sheets. So here I have sheet 1, down here I have sheet 1. So there is a plus button. Your home may just open more than one sheet, or is that something like a sheet? So if you click it, of course it will put another sheet. And you click again, you add another sheet. So that's the worksheet. And then the worksheet has three boxes, but two are editable. So where my cursor is what I call the name box. When I hover it, it says name box. So anywhere, if I click this B, then it tells me the address. So it's B1. Of course, I'll explain that one. Then I have this one that has X, FX. It may be represented in another way. So let me just make it the way it should be. So some may have their own not like this, but they still have X, FX. This FX stands for function. Of course, we explain how to use it for. And then I have the formula bar. So this is the formula bar. When I override before clicking it, you can see it's the formula bar. And then I have this A, B, C, D. They are my columns. So they define this top to down. And then I have the 1, 2, 3. They are my rows. So they define the right to left. So this place is a column. So this will be column B. This will be column C. This will be column D. So variables are arranged in column. Then this one that moves horizontally, it is the rows. Just like the way people see it or queue up in places. So this is the rows, and this is row 1, row 2. So information of individual persons or individual products are arranged in rows. Okay, of course we'll do example of that. Then the intersection between the row and the column gives a cell. Of course, these are cell. So if I click this and then I click this, so the intersection here where my cursor is, where you see that thing like a bold cross, then and the name box is A3 is my cell. So the cell I am now will be cell A3. So if I should click this one, this intersection between I and 5. So it is I5. You can look at the name box, and that is cell 5. So all these are called cell. Of course, I have my slider that I could use to move around. Then I should remind us that this ABCD does actually not end. An Excel sheet up, can contain millions and millions of information of data points. So, and after this worksheet area, I have the footer. Of course, this footer, I have the macros, but no macro is available there. When I go to this left hand side of it, I have the normal view, which is the one I am. Then I have the page layout view. You can use to split it into page. Then I have the page break view. Then I have my normal slider to make it bolder, okay, to make it bigger. So it is smaller, then it is bigger. So just like you can see, I'm sliding it. So I like leaving it around 100. It's 100 now. So that is all about the user interface. And from the next lesson, we can start to work.